today's topic. I've been thinking a lot about ways I can improve. I don't really see myself as like a really great person. Um, I definitely do some things that are good. Um, but I'm not like the worst of the worst, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see myself as a net positive to the people around me. And I've been thinking a lot about what changes would need to be made to actually become what I want to, which I think is probably something everyone should do. You should see the change you should like visualize, like, oh, I should start hitting the gym more. Oh, I should like, what are the problems in my life right now? Maybe it's like family or friends. Maybe it's job, work, but maybe it's all. But you should see what the issue is and think of a reasonable solution. And it's easy to go, oh, there's no solution. There's no way I can get out of this. Like if you're with a partner you don't appreciate, going, oh, there's no way out of this. I'm just gonna have to stick it through. That's probably not something you should do. You should, well, that's something you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do that. Um, or like, oh, I just gotta put my head down and grind my teeth to get through this job. It's not something you should do either. If you're not happy, you should shoot higher. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard, especially when you want to do something challenging. Maybe it takes a lot of education, and I know everything's pricey, so it might not come all at once, but then you need to think of a different solution if that is not the solution. Like, for me, example, if I got my dream job, it would probably be home design. I like designing houses. Um, if I that takes some education. If I couldn't afford to get myself through school, which I probably can't right now, I'll just look for another job that's at least better than the place I'm at right now. You should at least shoot for better than where you are, because uh, as long as you're making improvement, you're growing. And it's gonna be scary jumping into something new. Um, it always is. You have this nice little comfortable spot. You don't want to get off of it. You're sitting all up on your couch, and I'm telling you to jump off. Um, but it's in the long run, you'll wonder why you stayed as long as you did, and that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. I've been here almost a year. I don't know why I've been here that long. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding a new job, but I'm sure I'll find one soon. Um, I don't know. I feel I've always been good at I have good charisma. I feel like I'm pretty good at talking to people. Not so much the camera. This is pretty new to me. Um, but something I've always really sucked at was telling people how I feel. Talking genuinely to someone face to face. Um, and I found a few outlets over the years to get over that, but I haven't really completely beat it out. Um, so that's kind of what this is, I guess. This is just kind of practice. You got to train everything, you know. I know I'm not technically talking face to face to someone, but if anyone does see this, I've talked to their face. So, yeah, take that one, buddy. Other than that, I just feel I tell a few too many fibs. I'm really good at lying on my feet, and that's just not a skill I should have ever practiced. I want to be to a point where I never have to tell a lie again in my life. Not even like a small white lie, like a No, you don't look fat. Like I don't even want to tell that kind of lie. Cause like, even though it seems small and it seems inconsequential, um, let's say, let's say I had a bad self perception, a bad self. Oh my god, perception, a bad self perception. Is that the word? Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. That's all that matters. So let's say I had a bad view of myself, though. Maybe I thought I was ugly. I'll use that one mainly because that's not something I really care about too much. Let's say I think I'm ugly, and someone's like, "Yeah, dude, you look dope as fuck. You look handsome as hell today." For some people, could probably take that and be happy with it. But for me personally, if that's an actual flaw that I care about, an actual insecurity I have, it just lowers my trust of the person who complimented me. And that sounds weird, because they're probably just being nice, or which is why it lowers the perception or my trust in them. It's because I believe they're probably just being nice, and they're not gonna give it to me straight. But on the other hand, if I do go around believing that, I won't make any improvements to, like, not that I would get like Botox or nothing, but like, there's some improvements you can make, I suppose. Like, my face used to be a little bit fatter because I was fat. I think I look a little bit better now that I'm a little skinnier, but yeah. Not that that's like huge, and like, I guess that doesn't really apply to everything, but like telling someone they're like, no, bro, you're not fat, and they're like 500 pounds, like, then they're just gonna go around being fat, and nobody wants that. Um, but yeah, I just feel I don't really like lying. I've done it for a long time. I've told more fibs than I can count on both my hands, believe it or not. I want my word to be valued more. And that sounds a little weird, I guess, to want your word to be valued more, but I feel like it's a pretty common thing people look for. They want their word to be valued, they want to be listened to, they want to be heard. But it's hard to hear someone when you know that they lie, when you know all they do is lie, or that 50% of the time they lie, or when you ask them something important, they lie. It's hard to trust people like that, and you devalue their words subconsciously. And I don't want my word to be devalued. I want my word to be very valuable. Too valuable, in fact. Might even sell that shit. What's first bid for $400? $400. I don't need $400. I have four. You don't have to give me $400. I have $400. But I don't know. I just want my word to be valued. I want to be stronger, and I want to be happier. I'm sure that's pretty common for everybody, but those are my main goals right now. Not just more truthful, but more brave. Because not saying something is equal to saying something. Your silence means just as much. When you refuse to step in and talk to somebody, that's just as bad as saying something demeaning. You're letting them go about their day, believing something stupid. And that's how we get idiots. And I too am an idiot. I already know I believe some dumb stuff. I hope to one day learn every dumb thing I believe and correct it. I hope to be right. Because when I'm right, I can't even lie on accident. Now we're thinking. That's gonna have to end my TED Talk. See you guys later.